Hello buddy and welcome to the video. As a ship hunter, you know me as a ship hunter, we need more ships. Anyway, in the background folks, we've got footage of me yesterday playing the game. Okay, so this is just background images of, you haven't seen it before, just something for you to look at while I'm jabbing along. I want this to be a short intro, so I want to get on with this video. So what it is it's a discussion video about ships in No Man's Sky. Okay. Now, it's been a touchy subject within the ship hunting community and also the shipbuilding community. The shipbuilding community is no way bigger than the ship hunting community. But unfortunately, the ship hunting community has dwindled because we've only got 3 types of ships to hunt now. As a whole, I'm not saying for parts, but as a whole. Let me explain what I mean. The ship hunting community hunt ships for what they look like. They don't hunt ships to modify them, to make new ships with using the modifier. They look for ships that are rare, okay, and effectively the ship hunting community has had the rarity of fighters, haulers, explorers, explorers and solar ships taken away from them. Okay, taken away because effectively a ship is not rare, right? If you can make it yourself. True? Am I right? Yeah. So if you can make a ship, any ship in the game, right? Is it rare anymore? No, it's not, because when you look for a rare ship, right, you've been hunting a rare ship and you find it and nobody else has got it, it means that ship is rare. But if you've got a ship customizer and you can make that ship and everybody else can make that ship, does it make it rare anymore? No. And this is what the modifier did for the community in No Man's Sky. It took away the rarity in most ships, that people hunted. So all those years of people hunting those ships and those man hours that were put into No Man's Sky regarding ship hunting were taken away with the ship modifier, right? And also it cut down the amount of ships that people could hunt. Anyway, into the video, right? This is not a gripe against the ship modifier. I think it's great. I've got loads of ships I've modified and created, but that's not the point. No Man's Sky need to create more ships. Hello Games need to create more ships to level things up. They do create the expedition ships when you do an expedition. So we've got the Iron Vulture, like the one that you're seeing on the video now, right? Got the Iron Vulture, right? And you have all the other ones, the Golden Vector, Utopia Speeder, and I forget the other them. They're all coming up on the screen now. All the ships that you can get in the prize in the expeditions. But it's not the thing I'm on about. I'm talking about procedurally generated ships. Like the interceptors? Hello Games need to bring in a new set of ships. They do. Because the modifier now has 4 ships. And ship hunters out there only have 3 sets of ships they can hunt, which are exotics, right? Which are, what's the other one? The interceptors and shuttles, right? They're the only ones you can hunt for now, right? Instead of being able to hunt for fighters, explorers, haulers, solar ships, right? And what I mean by hunting, right? This is mean hunting a ship as a whole, right? Not as parts, as a whole. So this is not a gripe against the ship modifier, obviously not, no. And people say to me, what about the authenticated label? Well, regarding authentication on ships, nobody ever looks at that. Do you ever look at the authenticated label on ships when you're in space? Normally you don't, or anywhere else. It doesn't matter. The label should be in big, bold words hovering above somebody's ship, right? But they're not. You have to scan the ship, right? So who cares? Nobody's bothered, right? So, the authenticated label doesn't really matter in the entire equation, right? So effectively, Hello Games has taken 4 ships, 4 separate classes of ships away from the ship hunters. right? Yeah, you can ship hunt for parts, but it's not as good as finding a whole ship. It just takes the fun out of it, right? So all the ship hunters out there, agree with me. Hope you agree with me about this, right? It's a bone of contention that's been going on in the community. Personally, I don't think they should have been able to modify ships in No Man's Sky. I don't. I think it should have stayed exactly the same, and they should have put a couple of new more classes of ships in the game. I do. And I think Hello Games are obligated to the ship hunting community to add a new procedurally generated ship in the game. They are, because we've only got 3 sets of ships now to hunt. You know, we've got the living ship like I've got on the screen here, right? You have to go through a quest line to get it. I believe that Captain Steve's doing a walkthrough on it at the moment, right? But you know, that's not that's really not a procedurally generated ship that you can find every day. You know what I mean? So if you understand what I mean, do you think in the comments, right, that there should be another set of procedurally generated ships in the game? Just to level the playing field. So we have 4 ships that you can hunt for, authenticated ships, and 4 non-authenticated ships that you can build, classes of ships. I think that should be right. Even things up a little bit, because it's more on the side of the shipbuilder at the moment. You get 4 ships on the shipbuilder and 3 classes of ships on the ship hunting side. Yeah, you know what I mean? Anyway, we've got these concept ships that they made in No Man's Sky, right? They made these concept ships in No Man's Sky. And here, I put an arrow on, right? That is the Iron Vulture, the last one. Okay, yeah, that's the Iron Vulture. And we've got loads of different concept ships they can bring into the game, like different sets of fighters. But personally, I think they should bring in a, a ship that is completely different to everything else that we've got. Completely different. And I'd say more of a personal vehicle, like one person, tiny, hardly any cargo, like a shuttle, but better, that can jump between systems and is better. I think they should bring something like that out. Like a little tiny craft. Yeah, because a lot of people in No Man's Sky seem to like the smaller ships. Anyway, that's just my idea. Tell me what you think of this in the comments, right? I think it was a bad move from Hello Games to create the ship modifier. It was, and for the ship hunters, that is, in No Man's Sky, because we've only got 3 sets of ships now to hunt. Yeah, authenticated ships, that is, before you get all the people moaning saying, well, you can look for ship parts. Well, don't really want to look for ship parts. We'll look for whole ships. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's the video. It's just a bit of a rant. Tell me what you think in the comments. Cool, and I'll see you in the next. Tatty bye.